Yeah, what do you want? This thing with Joggy, I don't know. Give me some time and I'll be able to sort this out on my own. Is there something else you wanted? Working for Davik was like driving a spike through the side of your head. Sure, you got something new in there, but in the end, you've lost something as well. Beating up people who wouldn't or couldn't pay, strong-arming his competitors, killing who he said. It was busy work, nothing decent. I've killed many people. I can't say I'm proud of it, but I have. Criminals, competitors, businessmen, police, women, children. Jedi were a better challenge, but they hardly ever poked around in the Undercity, until you came along. But I never wanted to challenge you. Never felt the need. Maybe I knew I couldn't win, just like all those years ago. Yeah, probably. You probably would have beaten me again. Maybe you would have. But you're not who you were back then. I can tell. You've changed. And maybe I have to. I remember a time when I could do anything I wanted. Kill, maim, murder. It was all the same to me. But now that I am older, I can look back and regret. I look back and regret all the chances I had as a warrior. And then all the chances I've had since then. I shouldn't be getting like this. Not when so many other things are happening, but... It feels like something has changed inside and I don't know what it is. This is unbecoming a warrior. Let's get on with everything before I start getting sentimental or something.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? I have been doing well, I suppose. As well as I can. But I am more interested in you right now. Do not mistake me. It is just that, even though we have traveled together for a while, it seems I know next to nothing about you personally. We have been traveling together since Dantooine, but I know nothing of you before that. Would you humor me and tell me a little bit about yourself? Your job, your childhood, your life? I am sorry if I am making you uncomfortable. I will fully understand if you choose not to answer. I greatly appreciate your taking the time to talk to me. How did you come to be on Dantooine, besides the obvious, of course? Terrace. It always seems to come back to Terrace for me. I am sorry. I get distracted. I already know the tales of your exploits. How you defeated the Mandalorians in the war, and how you fell. But now you have the chance to redeem yourself. To make a new page in your history. So now, I suppose, that all does not matter. Only your life now does. But again, I seem to be wasting your time with my carrying on. I apologize. I have been watching you for some time. I wonder if you have noticed. I have been thinking of how far I had fallen, and how you exemplify the code of the Jedi. I find myself ashamed. But I have so little to show when I compare myself to you, and that makes my shame even worse. That I had so easily fallen to the dark side, that I could convince myself that by injuring my master, I became a great force of evil in the galaxy for my pride, my hubris, for the inner rage that all of my species feels. Sometimes I wish that I had not been born this way. I am sorry. I start to talk thinking about how you stay strong to the path of virtue and justice, and I find myself whining again about my own inadequacies. The Council would be proud to see that you had learned your lessons so well.
Got something on your mind, dude? I don't want to talk about that. Now that's a unique method of getting someone to talk. Thunder about like a bantha in a circuit shop. Does that work for you often? Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you'll never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away, to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation. Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be women in your life, perhaps many women. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of over-caution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true. Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi. You do you? I wouldn't listen too closely. I'm no authority on anything. I just think that the greatest things in life shouldn't be avoided because they come with a few complications. Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect, eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you. I haven't changed my mind. I'm still not going to talk about it. You go and find your own love if you want to know so badly. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
strong, child. But I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side. You think torture will turn me, Malik? You're a fool.
Torture? No, dear Bastila. You misunderstand. This is but a taste of the dark side to whet your appetite. When you finally swear loyalty to me, it will be willingly.
Never.
Such resolve in your words, but I see the truth in your heart. The dark side calls to you, Bastila. You hunger to taste it. Become my apprentice, and all its power can be yours.
The Starforge. I've never seen anything like it. I'm transmitting these coordinates to Admiral Dodana. Maybe a quick strike by the Republic can cripple the Sith fleet. Message is away. Now we can just wait for the Republic to show up. We should be safe here. We're outside their sensor range. Small vanguard of Sith fighters coming in hard. Someone needs to get on those gun turrets. Take those fighters out before they report our position to the main fleet. Incoming fighters! We've got problems. We've flown in some kind of disruptor field. All my instruments are jammed. We've got massive overloads in all systems. I'm picking up a single planet in this system. I'll try and put us down there. Hold on. This may be a rough landing.
Whew! Talk about your rough landings, Karth. What's the matter? You're flying like you've been on an all-night Teresian ale drinking binge.
That disruptor field fried our stabilizers. We're lucky we made it down in one piece. But if I can't find the salvage to make repairs, I won't even be able to get the Ebon Hawk airborne again.
During our rather rapid descent, I noticed the hulls of many crashed ships scattered across the landscape. Perhaps the parts you need can be found among the wreckage.
The Cathar's right. This planet's a technological graveyard. I saw dozens of downed ships out there. That disruptor field must have wiped them all out. But where could it be coming from?
Even if we get the stabilizers fixed, we have to find and disable the source of that disruptor field before we can take off. Otherwise, we'll just end up crashing again. They must have some kind of protection against it, but the Republic fleet won't. We have to find a way to disable that disruptor field, or the Sith will slaughter them.
T3's picking up massive power fluctuations on the ship's sensors. They seem to be coming from some type of large stone structure to the east. It looks like some kind of ancient temple.
We haven't forgotten about her, but we can't do her much good stuck down here. We have to help ourselves before we can help her.
I only hope we're not too late. Bastila has been Malik's prisoner for a long time. If he can turn her to the dark side, she will join him, and the Sith will be invincible.
I fear Bastila will find the lure of the dark side difficult to resist. She is strong in the Force, but she's also impulsive, willful, and proud, as you once were, Revan. I'm glad to hear you say that. Now that you know your true identity, I was afraid you might slip back over to the dark side. If Bastila feels as you do, there may yet be hope for her.
Well, if Bastila's on the Starforge like you think, Jolie, then we can't rescue her until we disable that disruptor field. The sooner we investigate that temple to the east, the better. We can probably find the wreckage of a downed ship along the way. And if we're lucky, we can salvage some stabilizers from it to get off this planet.
I hope everything works out as smooth as you make it sound, Karth.
Well, so do I, Mission. So do I.
Hey there, what can I do for you? No problem. Just so happens I've got one here I've been working on. Here you go. I'll just add it to our inventory. Anything else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Yeah, what do you want? I'm not happy with the way my life has turned. I'm not the Mandalore I once was. I don't even think I'm the merc I was when I joined you. I think I need something more than killing and fighting in my life. I need a purpose or something like that. The way the Mandalorians, we fought. It holds no appeal for me. To rape and ravage worlds for the thrill of battle. It gets old. Very old. Honor in battle. Cheating death. Comrades in arms. The code of the Mandalore. I think I'm something different now. Maybe more, maybe less. I don't think there is really any place left in the galaxy for the Mandalorian clans like they were. I don't know if I can go on forever fighting as I have. Even warriors get insightful in their old age. Once my time with you is done, once you have moved on to greater things, I'll find my own way once again. Maybe the Mandalorian clans will be reborn again. Maybe even under the Republic, or the Sith. But dreaming about the future is stupid right now. We should get down to our business and finish it. If we survive all this, maybe we could talk about it then. Is there something else you want to know? Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload yourself on stims. Otherwise you might destroy your adrenal system. A real warrior knows his own limits and doesn't overestimate himself. There anything else you need? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Something on your mind, dude? Who said I left the Jedi? Well, technically I was only a Padawan. Not that that makes a difference to most, but as for the Order itself, no, I never left it. It left me. You know what I hate? Well, lots of things really, but I'm old and easily annoyed, but that's besides the point. What I really hate are how most people view the Jedi. Everyone thinks that the Jedi are perfect, that they can do no wrong. They think the Jedi Council is completely incapable of injustice. I guess you aren't as stupid as you sometimes act. No doubt you've been on the receiving end of Jedi justice at least once, eh? And I'm not even talking about how some of us fall to the dark side. No, that's plenty indication of our fallibility, but it's something else entirely. No, I'm talking about how more than often not, your average robe-wearing Jedi can try to do the right thing and still be completely wrong. No, the Jedi always treated me well. It would be foolish and untrue to say otherwise. That's not what I meant anyway. Come to think of it, I don't have to be clear. Someone my age is entitled to ramble, damn it. But for your sake, I'll try to explain. I'll tell you a little tale about a Jedi master I once knew. Hortath, I think. Or was it Horthoff? I could never get it straight. Where was I then? Oh yes, Master Hortath. He was a kindly old Jedi who meant well, but the most nearsighted thing in the Corps, I swear. He would walk into walls, knock over tables, mistake apprentices for rancor beasts, that sort of thing. And he was too proud to submit to proper treatment. Some used to counsel him and urge to use the Force, Master Hortath. Allow the Force to see for you. But he refused to believe that his eyes were failing. He simply squinted more and more as the years went on, the other Jedi resignedly passing it off as the amusing quirk of a compassionate old man. So, one day a young Padawan meets Master Hortath in the courtyard and, not knowing of his blindness, asks him for directions to the council. Quite sure of himself, Hortath gave the lad directions, which happened to lead back outside and away from the Enclave. The Padawan is confused, naturally, and he asks if Master Hortath is sure, and of course Master Hortath says that he is. The Padawan suggests that perhaps he should ask someone else, but the proud Hortath now feels insulted. He tells the Padawan to take the route he prescribed and no other. Rather dejectedly, the Padawan did as he was told, and so ended up leaving the Jedi Order forever. It was decided that the boy's fate was to leave the Order anyway, though whether that was out of respect for Hortath or because the boy went on to something else, well, we'll never know. No, both of them were from before my time. Well before the Sith Wars, even. The tale is about blindness, and I thought the point was clear. At any rate, you think about it. You're the one who asked why the Jedi left me, remember? Now let's get going. My feet are itching for a good run.
Naboda ni winkis matoma, wana kun bes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mulira rabes. Naboda ni winkis matoma, wana kun bes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mulira rabes. Tiska du suki kuba na bola na gachu, tuinkotu, topa na bunkwalya gandonago chujud. Kabaji kuita hotonga, yalamo inkapun, jiloba mulira ni bobo, wango kumpes kagang, baba marulira. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai, ina kunba marulira rajikun, slimo patona, undi hotonga chihonkabi, jawana bota ayuha tahunga chakanki dora, Kachikuita hodonga. Topada bungwalia gando do naga chuchut. Musha papangpa, bola wana chikne. Pamuli slemo, boda wanga, kumbes mulira rabes. Yatoka ulwan kinkuna ba mulira, rachikun. Mucha shakpangpa, uba batu kochi. Tong nongbong chang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia. Tiska du sukiku ba nabola na gachu. Tuinkotu. Topada bungwalia gando naga chuchut. Kabaji kuita hotonga. Yalamo inkapun. Jiloba mulirani bobo. Wango kumbes gang. Baba marulira. Uba batu kochi. Tong nongbong chang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia. La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
Acknowledgement?
Sure.
Ready.
Yes?
intelligent?
What?
Tonghan Saks Wamaji. Yuman Lipa ak Inko-kun. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Ku yam ni juice. Ku chitanai.
Query. You are able to comprehend the speech patterns of these organics? You must have visited this planet and learned their language in your previous incarnation as Darth Revan.
Abola ni Winky. Spaptoma. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. King kun jopesho. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Chika chip diman. Yuma lipa akin kotun. Uba batu konki. Noba mulara. Jilai kunta. Abola ni Winky. Spaptoma. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. King kun jopesho. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Chika chip diman. Yuma lipa akin kotun. Uba batu konki. Noba mulara. Jilai kunta. Tonghan Saks Wamaji. Yuman Lipa ak Inko-kun. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Ku yam ni juice. Ku chitanai. Don kimba no kunne. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. Tonghait Eldas Wamaji. Noba mulara. Jilai kunta. Chisku. Yoho kama no bistu ula. Abola ni Winky. Spaptoma. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. King kun jopesho. Tonghan Saks Wamaji. Yuman Lipa ak Inko-kun. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Ku yam ni juice. Ku chitanai. Din kuya. Chika chip diman. Patoga. Ja fulki kokola chichi. Don kimba no kunne. Yuman Lipa ak Inko-kun. Don kimba no kunne. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Tonghai Eldas Wamaji. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Yuma lipa akin kotun. Yutuka rua. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Chika chip diman. Yuma lipa akin kotun. Uba batu konki. Noba mulara. Jilai kunta. Abola ni Winky. Spaptoma. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. King kun jopesho. Tonghan Saks Wamaji. Yuman Lipa ak Inko-kun. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Ku yam ni juice. Ku chitanai. Don kimba no kunne. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Tonghai Eldas Wamaji. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Yuma lipa akin kotun. Yutuka rua. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Chika chip diman. Yuma lipa akin kotun. Uba batu konki. Noba mulara. Jilai kunta. Don kimba no kunne. Chiska to suki kupan ona nai kachu. Tonghai Eldas Wamaji. Ka wana pota. Ayuan takwa keki dora. Yuma lipa akin kotun.
Tukalua, kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Uma lifa aki kotun. Uba batu konchi. Uba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamaji. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Uma lifa aki kotun. Tukalua, kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Uma lifa aki kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamaji. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Uma lifa aki kotun. Tukalua. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamaji. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Uma lifa aki kotun. Tukalua. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Uma lifa aki kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Labora ni wiki, spatoma. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. King kun jabe shock. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamaji. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Uma lifa aki kotun. Tukalua. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Uma lifa aki kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamaji. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Uma lifa aki kotun. Tukalua. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Uma lifa aki kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamaji. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Uma lifa aki kotun. Tukalua. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Uma lifa aki kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamaji. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Uma lifa aki kotun. Tukalua. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Uma lifa aki kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamaji. Kawana mota, aiwa takwa kenki dora. Uma lifa aki kotun. Tukalua. Kawana wanna ayua takwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Jika jeep diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunta. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Yutuka alua. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lifa akin kokun. Jiska to suki kupan bona nai kachu. Kuya mi juice. Kuchitana. Jobaso. Donkin pano kunne. Tonghai elda swamachi. Uba batu konchi. Yutuka alua. Kuya mi juice. Kuchitana. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Jika jeep diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lifa akin kokun. Jiska to suki kuban. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ga kin kun jobe shock. Uba bat. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lifa akin kokun. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Sharji king wata wama mulira. King ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Jika jeep diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lifa akin kokun. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Kuya mi juice. Kuchitana. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Jika jeep diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunta. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Yutuka alua. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Jika jeep diman. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Sharji king wata wama mulira. King kun jobe shock. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lifa akin kokun. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Jika jeep diman. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Jika jeep diman. Yuma lif labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki. King kun jobe shock. Uba batu konchi. Yutuka alua. Achu abinki. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Jiska labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ga wana boza ayua takwa genki dora. Sharji king wata wama mulira. King kun jobe shock. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mora nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora night kachu. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban ora night kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Gao. Yutuka alua. Tonghai elda swamachi. King kun jope shock. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban ora night kachu. Hika chi diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Sharji king wata wama mulira. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lifa ak inkokun. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Kuya mi juice. Ku chita nai. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Yutuka alua. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lifa ak inkokun. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Kuya mi juice. Ku chita nai. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Yutuka alua. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Yutuka alua. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Sharji king wata wama mulira. King kun jope shock. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban bona. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Yutuka alua. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban bona nai kachu. Hika chi diman. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki do. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lifa ak inkokun. Jiska to suki kuban bo. Ka wana bota, ayua tagwa kenki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Jika chi diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Tonghai elda swamachi. Ka wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Uba batu konchi. Yutuka halua. Kuya mi juice. Kuchitana. Ka wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Jika chi diman. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Labora ni winki, smatoma. Ka wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. King kun jabe shock. Jiska. Do punta grita. Doba na oda fokasa. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lipa ak inkokun. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Kuya mi ga wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai. Ga wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Jika chi diman. Yuma lifa akin kotun. Uba batu konchi. Noba mulara. Jilai kunka. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mona. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ga wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Ga wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Yutuka halua. Tonghai elda swamachi. King. Donkin pano kunne. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Kuya mi juice. Jilai kunka. Elda swamachi. Ichubachi koga naga. King kun jobe shock. Uba batu konchi. Yutuka halua. Achu abenki. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ga wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. King kun jabe shock. Tonghai saks wamaji. Yuma lipa ak inkokun. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Kuya mi juice. Kuchitana. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Kuya mi juice. Jilai kunka. Elda swamachi. Ichubachi koga na. King kun jobe shock. Uba batu konchi. Yutuka halua. Achu abenki. Jiska to suki kuban mona nai kachu. Kuya mi juice. Jilai kunka. Elda swamachi. Ichubachi koga naga. Yutuka halua. Tonghai elda swamachi. King kun jobe shock. Sviliga. Tonghai saks wamachi. Yuma lipa ak inkokun. Labora ni winki. Smatoma. Ga wana bota ayua tagwa genki dora. Sharti king watawama mulira. Yutuka halua. Tonghai elda swamachi. King kun jobe shock. Tongkai Saks Wamaji. Juman lipa ak inkokun. Chiska to suki upa nona naikachu. Kuya mi juice. Ku chitana. Uba batu konchi. Tuka lua. Kuya mi juice. Ku chitana. Donkin pano kunne. Chiska to suki upa nona naikachu. Tonghai Eldas Wamaji. Ga wana boja. Ayua takwa genki dora. Chiska to suki upa nona naikachu. Muska, Dona, Chekopa Muska, Tonghai Eldas Wamaji, Din Kuinkuya, Hita Chittiman, Patoga, ja Fulki Kokola Chichi, Donkin Pano Kunne, Juma Lipa ak Inkokun, Labora ni Winki, Smatom, Gawana Pota, Ayuan Takwa Genki Dora, Sharchi King Matawama Mulira, King Kun Chapi, Tukarua, Tonghai Saks Wamaji, Juma Lipa ak Inkokun, Chiska to suki upa nona naikachu, Kuya mi juice, ku chitana. no pa culpa ye mok bata. Bonanai kachu. Yiki kun no ba mulirachi kun. Tung na pong shong nong yang. Kavan bolpe molje gumana. Tonga busha uneno. Wanga kun piske. Ba mulira. Chu. Kipuna. Bonanai kachu. King ba mulira tuana. Don king ba no kun ne. Kava don pe culpa ye amukata. Wanga kun pi. Tonga busha uneno. Wanga kun piske. Ba mulira. Chunyon tun jiji ite tuana. Kabe volpe molje gomana. Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno ba bulira chikon. Slemo putona. Ronde haudonga kuhonga bi. Ronde haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala moli ton king ba nokonkek. Tukning tachokun ne molira best. Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno ba bulira chikon. Slemo putona. Ronde haudonga kuhonga bi. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka. Bola wana chekne. Ba mulis limo porala wanga kumbis mulera best. Tonghai wam jiji yuma litza ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yuma lita inko tu. Jelomoran bit. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka. Bola wana chekne. Pa mulis limo porala wanga kumbis molera best. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala moli tonki. Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno cheko. Jelo. J'ai besoin de bobo. Donga bon shanon. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita hotonga. Kachicho ita hotonga. Yin kin kuno ba. Tonghai wam jiji yuma litza ag inko tu. Tolka da bon walia gando de naga chocho. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala moli ton king ba. Takom jostak miki grabel. Tonghai wam jiji yuma litza ag inko tu. Tolka da bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala Takom jostak miki Tonghai wam jiji yuma litza ag inko tu. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Tonghai wam jiji yuma litza ag inko tu. Tolka da bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwa yakando de nago chocho. Mo rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala moli ton king ba nokonkek. Takom jostak. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kachicho ita haudonga. Yinki. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Takom jostak mi. Tonghai wam jiji yuma litza ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwa yakando de naga chocho. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng. Kachicho ita haudonga. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng pala molito. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba bulira chikon. Takom jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando Tonga Busha Uneno. Wangakun. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong Waliagando de Nago Chocho. Rondi Haudonga Puhongavi. Walakumbes. Cheng Palamoli Tong King Bab Nokonke. Tukni Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando de Naga. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Yin King Kuno Ba Bulira Chikun. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong Waliagando de Nak Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando de Naga. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando Tonga Busha Uneno. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong Waliagando de Nago Chocho. Tonga Busha Uneno. Rondi Haudonga Puhongavi. Walakumbes. Cheng Palamoli Tong King Pa Nokonke. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong Waliagando de Nago Chocho. Moga Shakonga. Bola Wala Chekni. Pamulis Limo Porala. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Yin King Kuno Ba Bulira Chikun. Slimo Kutuna. Ronde Haudonga Puhongavi. Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando de Naga Chocho. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Yumalita Inkotu. Shelomoran Benibo. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong Waliagando Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando de Naga Chocho. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Yumalita Inkotu. Shelomoran Benibo. Tonga Busha Uneno. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando de Naga Chocho. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong Waliagando de Nago. Rondi Haudonga Puhongavi. Walakumbes. Cheng Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong Waliagando de Nago Chocho. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Yin King Kuno Ba Bulira Chikun. Slimo Kut. Tonga Busha Uneno. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bong Waliagando de Nago Chocho. Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando de Naga Chocho. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tonghaiwang Chiki Yumalita at Inkotu. Tokadabang Waliagando de Naga Chocho. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Tonga Busha Uneno. Rondi Haudonga Puhongavi. Walakumbes. Cheng Palamoli Tong King Pa Nokonke. Tuknin Tachokun. Nemolera Best. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachichu Ita Haudonga. Rondi Haldonga. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Hal. Rondi Haldonga Puhongavi. Wala Kumbes. Cheng Palamuli Tong King Ba No Tong Haiwan Chiji Yumalita Ad Inko Tu. Tolkuta Bangwalia Gando de Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Yin King Kuno Ba Mulira Chiku. Jebedoana ni Bobo. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Jebedoana ni Bobo. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Tolpa de Bongwan. Tong Haiwan Chiji Yumalita Ad Inko Tu. Tolkuta Bong. Manama Tota. Akuji Gratong Bola Jeshua Konatong. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Rondi Haldonga Puhongavi. Wala Kumbes. Jebedoana ni Bukta Konjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Jebedoana ni Bobo. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Yin King Kuno Ba Muli. Tong Haiwan Chiji Yumalita Ad Inko Tu. Tolkuta Bongwali. Rondi Haldonga Puhongavi. Wala Kumbes. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Yin King Kuno Ba Mulira Chikun. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Tolpa de Bongwali Gando de Nago Jojo. Moga Shaponka. Mola Wana Chekun. Kachicho Ita. Jebedoana ni Bobo. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Yin King Kuno Ba Mulira Chikun. Tong Haiwan Chiji Yumalita Ad Inko Tu. Tolkuta Bongwalia Gando de Nave. Kachicho Ita. Jebedoana ni Bobo. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Rondi Haldonga Puhongavi. Wala Kumbes. Cheng Palamuli Tong King Ba Nokongkik. Hakucheko. Jeno. Rondi Haldonga Puhongavi. Wala Kumbes. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Tuniporo. Rana Prata Donk. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Rondi Haldonga Puhongavi. Tong Haiwan Chiji Yumalita Ad Inko Tu. Tolkuta Bongwalia Gando de Nave Jojo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Yumalita Inko Tu. Jelomoran Benu Bobo. Wango Kumbis Kamba. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Yin King Kuno Ba Mulira Chikun. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Tong Haiwan Chiji Yumalita Ad Inko Tu. Tolkuta Bongwalia Gando de Nave Jojo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Yumalita Inko Tu. Jelomoran Benu Bobo. Wango Kumbis Kamba. Molera. Rondi Haldonga Puhongavi. Wala Kumbes. Cheng Palamuli Tong King Ba Nokongkik. Tuknin Tachokun. Nemolera Best. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Nago Jojo. Moga Japonka. Bola Wana Chekne. Bamulis Limo Porala Wanga Kumbis Molera Best. Jebedoana ni Bobo. Tong na Bong Shanong Yang. Tong Patoga Smak Telia. Tong Haiwan Chiji Yumalita Ad Inko Tu. Tolkuta Bongwalia Gando de Nave Jojo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Yumalita Inko Tu. Jelomoran Benu Bobo. Wango Kumbis Kamba. Molera. Takonjostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haldonga. Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Nago Jojo. Moga Shaponka, Bola Wana Chepni. Bamulis Limo Poranawanga Kumbis Mulera Best. Kachicho Ita Hotonga. Yin Kinkuno Ba Mulira Chiktonghai Wam Chiji Yumalita Al Inkultu. Tolka Dabon Kwalia Gando de Naga Chucho. Kachicho Ita Audonga. Mocha Shak Pang Pang. Yin Kinkuno Ba. Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi. Takum Jostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Nago Jo. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Yin Kinkuno Ba Bulira Chikun. Tonghai Wam Chiji Yumalita Al Inkultu. Tolpa Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi. Wala Kumbes. Cheng Palamolito. Takum Jostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Nago Jojo. Moga Shaponka, Bola Wana Chepne. Bamulis Limo Poranawanga Kumbis Mulera Best. Kachicho Ita Hotonga. Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi. Wala Kumbes. Tonghai Wam Chiji Yumalita Al Inkultu. Tolta Jostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Kachicho Ita Hotonga. Yin Kinkuno Ba Bulira Chikun. Slimo Poduna, Hakuchikopa, Jena Pulera. Rondi Haudonga Kuhonga Bi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamoli Tong King Pa Nokongi, Takum Jostak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachicho Ita Haudonga. Kachicho Ita Hotonga. Yin Kinkuno Ba Bulira Chikun. Hakuchikopa, Jena Pulera. Mocha Shak Pang Pang. Sharky King Atawama Mulira. Yumalita Ak Inkultu. Dahu Babotinya Go Juju Biti. Just Ragito Patslimo.
Never too old for this!
Inkultu. King Kun Job Shock.
Serja. Hachu.
Rondi Haldonga Kuhongabi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamuli Tong King Pa Nogonke, Tuknim Tachokun, Nemolera Best, Rondi Haldonga Kuhongabi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamuli Tong King Pa Nogonke. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mugu, Kachichu Ita Haldonga, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Nago Junchu, Moga Shaponka, Bola Wala Tonghai Wam Gigi Yumalita Al Inko Tu, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Naga Junchu, Kachichu Ita Haldonga, Yumalita Inko Tu, Jelo Rondi Haldonga Kuhongabi, Wala Kumbes, Cheng Palamuli Tong King Pa No. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mugu, Kachichu Ita Haldonga, Tolpa de Bongwalia, Tonghai Wam Gigi Yumalita Al Inko, Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mugu, Kachichu Ita Haldonga, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Nago, Tonghai Wam Gigi Yumalita Al Inko Tu, Tolpa de Bongwalia, Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mugu, Kachichu Ita Haldonga, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando, Tonghai Wam Gigi Yumalita Al Inko Tu, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Naga. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mugu, Kachichu Ita Haldonga, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Nago Junchu, Tonghai Wam Gigi Yumalita Al Inko Tu, Tolpa de Bongwalia. Rondi Haldonga Kuhongabi, Wala Kumbes. Takunjostak Miki Grabel Mugu, Kachichu Ita Haldonga, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Nago Junchu, Moga Shaponka, Bola Wala Chekne. Tonghai Wam Gigi Yumalita Al Inko Tu, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Naga Junchu, Kachicho Ita Haldonga, Kachicho Ita Haldonga, Yin King Kuno Ba Bulira Chikun, Tonghai Wam Gigi Yumalita Al Inko Tu, Tolpa de Bongwalia Gando de Naga Junchu, Kachicho Ita Yin King Kuno Ba Bulira Chikun, Tonghai Tung Ching, Ne Bobo Jemata, Ne Pong Nash, Dolpe Kikyuna, Manama Tota. Akuji Graton Bola, Jeshua Konaton. John King no Pampa, Mola le Conquile. Conquile no Ba. Watatime, Yokola, Unko, Molare, Tunipolo. Rana Prata Don Kuserja. Hachu Apenke.
Wait, you can't go in there alone.
We have had a premonition. The Force has given us a vision. There is great danger within the temple. We cannot let you face it alone.
You might be walking into a trap. Maybe Malik himself is waiting inside. Even if he isn't, that temple will be crawling with dark Jedi. You'll need all the help you can get.
Takunjiko, Jen, Gang Pajat Slemo Tuana.
Your destiny, maybe the fate of the entire galaxy, could be forever changed inside that temple. I'm not about to let you face that alone. Not after my premonition. There's a reason I had that vision.
Jolie speaks for both of us. You must enter the temple, but we must go with you.
So you just tell that guide of yours to do whatever he has to do to get us all inside the temple.
Moja Haldonga Yakuki, Kacheska to Punta Casa Bubaka, Bana Oto.
I don't know what he said, but it sounds like your guide's being stubborn. We don't have time for this. The Republic fleet is on the way, and we're stuck on this planet until we deactivate that disruptor field. You have to convince him to get us inside that temple.
Conticha Nai, Molina Aswaktorong, Unipotaga, Wanaga Contese, Ekrato Hakujija, what the Yuwaka Wama Hohanek, Achuta, Wanga Kundis, Dolbeki Kunyana, Don Patogas Mactelia.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to take a while? Still, we better stay ready. As soon as those shields go down, we have to get inside the temple.
Manama Tota, Ako jikratong bola Sheshwat Konatong. Chunking of Pakpak Bola de Kokile. Kokile no Pak. Otatime Bola to Murale.
Lord Malak, the preparations are nearly complete. Every day the Starforge adds more ships to our fleet. It is operating at nearly 300% of our projections. The fleet is assembling around the Starforge and awaits your instructions.
Patience, Commander. My new apprentice is nearly ready. Once Bastila joins her battle meditation to our enormous fleet, we shall be invincible. Then we shall begin our final conquest of the core worlds, and the Republic will be crushed forever.
As you wish, Lord Malak.
Got something on... Hard to say what this planet is. Been lost for thousands of years, if not more. Smells like bad, bad karma, so watch your step. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going. Bad, bad men. Women, too, to be fair. Oh, indeed. They make a fine sandwich, also. But don't tell the Jedi Council I said that. And just what gave you the impression that I know anything more about the Sith than you do? Oh, that's right. Damn the ears of the young. I was expecting you to be your usual inattentive self when I mentioned that. So it's true, yes. I fought plenty of Sith. That was during the time of Exar Kun. Oh, 40 years ago now. Has it been that long? No, of course not. The Sith have come and gone for ages. They were not called the Sith many thousands of years ago, perhaps. But the dark side was always present, without a doubt. Oh, sure, occasionally the light side comes close to vanquishing the dark. But the dark always returns. The fact that Exar Kun was defeated didn't mean the Sith would never return, as they obviously have now. Everyone knows that. That is not a pleasant time to remember. After Exar Kun fell to the dark side, he attempted to recruit other Jedi to his cause. What surprised us, what took us completely unprepared, was how utterly successful he was. Many Jedi joined him and became Sith themselves. Why they did, I will never truly know, but they did. Battle broke out throughout the Order, pupil against master. We fought ourselves. Yes, more than difficult. Next to impossible. How do you fight against someone you love? Pah, I dislike such memories. It leaves a taste in the mouth that... it is a sadness I thought I'd put aside long ago. Ask me about the war some other time, just not now. I would prefer to be by myself for now.
Who dares intrude on our meditations? You know the penalty for... Revan, you are back. Malak told us what happened to you. The Jedi Council has stripped you of your power. You are a shell of what you once were.
You are not fit to rule the Sith anymore, Revan. Darth Malak will reward us greatly for destroying you.
Let's see what you got. Yes?
Lord Malik told us you still lived. At last, a challenge worthy of my skills. I grow so bored with slaughtering these mindless training droids. I intensified my training tenfold in hopes I would get the chance to face you in mortal combat. I am glad to see my training has not been in vain.
What is it?
Get it.
Yinkin kunoba molera chico. Ton hai tun kon ching. Ne bobo gemata ne pon nash. Dolpe kikiuna. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng palamoli ton king ba nokonkek. Tukning tachokun ne molera best. Ton hai wam chichi yuma litsa ak inko tu. Tolpe da bon gualia gando denara chocho. Cachicho ita audonga. Yumalita inkotum. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kamba. Molera. Ta conjosta miki grablo mogo. Cachicho ita audonga. Tolpa de bon gualia gando de nago chocho. Moga japonka. Bola wana chekne. Pa mulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Cachicho ita audonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo potona. Ronde haudonga kuonga bi. Tong hai wam chichi yuma litsa ak inko tu. Tolpa da bon gualia gando de nara chocho. Cachicho ita audonga. Yuma lita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba. Molera. Ta conjostak miki grabel mogo. Cachicho ita audonga. Tolpa de bon gualia gando de nago chocho. Moga japonka. Bola wana chekne. Pa mulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes. Cheng palamoli ton king ba nokonkek. Tukning tachokun ne molera best. Jebedwana ni bobo. Tong na bong sha non gang. Tong patoga smak telia. Hako chekopa. Jeno molera gang pajat slemo pontuana. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia kanto de nago chocho. Moga shaponka. Bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba molera. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba molera. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba molera. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba molera. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo potona. Ronde haudonga kuhonga bi. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba molera. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes, cheng palamuli tong king ba nokonkek. Tukning tachokun ne molera best. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia gando de nago chocho. Moga shaponka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo porana wanga kumbis molera best. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Takon jostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia. Rondi haudonga kuhonga bi. Wala kumbes, cheng palamuli tong king ba nokonkek. Tukning tachokun ne molera best. Tonghai wam chiji yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia gando de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. takonjostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia ganto de nago chocho. Moga japonka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo podana wanga kumbis mulera best. Tonghai wam chiki yumalita ag inko tu. Tolpa da bongwalia ganto de naga chocho. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yumalita inko tu. Jelomoran benu bobo. Wango kumbis kangba, molera, takonjostak miki grabel mogo. Kachicho ita haudonga. Tolpa de bongwalia ganto de nago chocho. Moga japonka, bola wana chekne. Pamulis limo podana wanga kumbis molera best. Kachicho ita haudonga. Yin kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo putona. Ronde haudonga kuonga bi. Tonghai wam chiki yumalita ag inko tu. Takonjostak miki grabel. Ita na tanya yeta. Wata yamaka wama okakne. Ashwak toyong umne patoga. Wana kumbis chik mala mol tonki.
Revan, I knew you'd come for me. Malak thought you might be afraid to enter the temple again, but he doesn't know you like I do. Not anymore. Not since you've changed.
Quickly, Bastila, come with us. We have to escape before Malak arrives.
Escape? You don't understand. I have sworn allegiance to Lord Malak and the Sith. I am no longer a pawn of the Jedi Council. You say that as if the dark side is some terrible entity. The Jedi Council has brainwashed you like all the others, like they once did with me. They speak of the dark side as if it is something to be feared, but in reality their only goal is to manipulate those who are strong in the Force. The fear of the dark side is a tool to maintain control. Why do you think the Jedi forbid you and Malak from joining the Mandalorian Wars? They knew you would realize your true potential and break free of their domination. Malak has shown me how the Jedi Council have been using me the same way they once tried to use you. They've been holding me back because they knew one day I would surpass them all. I resisted at first. I endured the Sith torments with the passionless serenity of a true Jedi, emptying my mind. But after a week of endless tortures, I finally saw the truth. Malak forced me to acknowledge my anger and pain. He showed me the liberating power of these emotions. Then he made me see how the Jedi Council has denied me what is mine by right. The Jedi Council gladly used my battle meditation in their wars, but they still treated me like a child, like an inferior. They were jealous of my power, of what I could become. They wanted me to bow and call them master and follow their code and obey their every order. But all the while they were exploiting my battle meditation for their own use. You are a sad little fool. You speak as if I were the same Bastila that you've known all along. But freed from the control of the Jedi Council, I've become much, much more. I almost wish you could see things as I do now. I wish you could join me and taste true power once again. Sadly, I doubt you're even capable any longer. With the power of the Starforge, Malak will destroy the Republic and conquer the galaxy. And I will be the apprentice at his side, after I prove my worth by killing you. You were stronger than I would have thought possible after what the Jedi Council did to you. Seems that Malak was wrong. The power of the dark side is not lost to you after all. You can deny what you are, Revan, but you're only fooling yourself. I know the truth. I've seen the shadows inside your mind, remember? I was there when you nearly died in the trap set by the Jedi Council. I used the Force to preserve your life, Revan. We are forever linked by my actions on that bridge. Do not mistake the power of the Force for love, Revan. It does not exist. Power is what forged our bond, and power is what made us both tools of the Jedi Council. The Council tried to exploit the bond between us. They hoped I would draw out your memories to lead them to the Star Forge. We were slaves to their will, like all who followed the Jedi Code, but in our shared visions of the star maps, I also felt the so-called taint within you. I resisted it at first, but now I embrace the power of the dark side. Your dark side. Mistakes? No, Revan. The only mistake you are making is the one you are making now. You deny yourself the power that is yours by right. Only now do I realize how strong you are. You deserve to be the true master of the Sith, not Malak. I see this now. Together we can destroy your old apprentice. Join with me and reclaim your lost identity. Your mind was too badly damaged to ever fully restore your memories, Revan. But your power, your strength of will, the essence of who and what you are, these things still remain. Once, long ago, you defied the Jedi Council, freeing yourself from their control. You claimed your rightful title of Dark Lord of the Sith. Together we can defeat Malak and take back what is yours. I don't. The only Revan I could respect is the one who would break free of the Council's slavery. One who would grasp the power that lies before him. Not the weak fool I see.
Bastila, it is not too late for you to be saved. The teachings of the Jedi can lead you from the dark side, back into the light, and the true understanding of the Force.
You are beneath my contempt, Juhani. When you felt the power of the dark side, you fled to a cave like some cowering animal. You know nothing of the Force or its true potential. But you, Revan, the power of the dark side is yours to command. You can use it to destroy Malak. With my help, you could rule over the entire galaxy. You were a pathetic fool, Revan. Together we could have defeated Malak and ruled over an empire. But now, I will be at Lord Malak's side instead. You will be crushed with the Republic and all the fools who bow down to the Jedi Council. No one can stand against the power of the Star Forge and the Sith fleet.
Got something on your mind, dude? Not particularly. I suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Neyama. She was the Yukatis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember. My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body. Well, yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukatis prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife. I did. I wasn't the first, and I won't be the last. The problem with self-righteous folk is they think they're more right than everyone else. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her. She loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss, better than anything I had known before or since. Exar Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by Exar's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in Exar's war. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her. No, I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew I couldn't do it. But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war, until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over. I had trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance, and she went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with the trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I? But I deserved to be tried. They found me innocent. Even though I deserved every punishment and more, they let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me. No, maybe you don't at that. They may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself. Yes, I do, I suppose. Does that surprise you? It is all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Nobody cares what an old man believes anymore, do they? Let's continue on with the task at hand. I would prefer to think of the present today.
You're back. Where's Bastila? Is she alive? What happened inside that temple? The dark side? Bastila? No, how could that happen?
She was always in danger of being seduced by the dark side, Karth. Bastila was strong, but she was always impatient and headstrong. Malak preyed upon her weakness. This planet is a tainted place. The Starforge and the Temple have twisted the Force into an instrument of evil, just as Malak has twisted Bastila into a servant of the Sith. Malak has a strong hold on Bastila now. It will be difficult for her to break free of his influence, especially considering her long association with you. Remember the bond that was forged between you when she rekindled the spark that was your life. Through that bond, she touched your memories, and also the echo of the dark taint within you.
But there's still hope for her, right? I mean, Revan rejected the dark side, so Bastila could too, right? We still might be able to save her.
I don't know what fate awaits us, but I sense Bastila still has a role to play in the events to come. I have no doubt she will be waiting for us on the Star Forge.
No doubt. But let's go then before she has time to organize a bigger welcoming committee.
Got something on your mind, dude? Oh, that was not until many years later, to tell the truth. I spent quite some time wandering the galaxy. Nothing so extravagant. I merely traveled from place to place. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war, or worse. I suppose so. Not everyone would understand why the Jedi would suddenly start killing themselves and tearing up half the galaxy, would they? If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit, I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts. Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket. I'd taken some damage passing through an unexpected asteroid field, as I recall, but I wasn't completely without some systems. I could still guide her a bit when I crashed. It wasn't what I would call the smoothest landing, especially considering I ended up smack at the depths of the Shadowlands. But I lived. Sure, why not? It seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring. Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased to encounter a group of indigenous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that. Well, that was after 2 decades of helping them. They certainly didn't trust me at first. When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there, the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually. Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply. What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees. The Wookiees? Well, okay, maybe I needed some time on a quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong hairball isn't a bad call. Why, thank you. You're not so bad yourself, all things considered. At any rate, we should be moving along, don't you think? If you sat around this long in the Shadowlands, attack would eat you. Got something on your mind, dude? Are we back to that again? What's the best way for me to approach this? Perhaps it's time for a little story. You just keep quiet there, you. I've had to put up with all your busybody questions, haven't I? Well, now you'll listen to a story, damn it. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the story. You almost made me forget about it. Nice try, but I'm not that old just yet. Now then, a young man sees a terribly venomous snake in his small village. Nervous, he watches the snake carefully until it leaves. The young man follows the snake into the forest. He clears the branches out of its path and helps it over obstacles. He even works to keep it fed. Shush! Many nights pass, and still the young man continues to follow the snake. He even follows it into the sands of the great desert. In the desert, the snake eventually grows hungry. It turns and bites the young man, its poison quickly working its way into his system. Finally, curious, the snake looks at the boy as he lays dying and asks, "Why were you foolish enough to follow me all the way out into the desert?" The boy looks back and replies, "Did I follow you? I thought I was leading you away from everyone else." And then he died. Well, now, that's what I wanted to see for myself. I've told you before that you have a destiny before you. This does not mean, however, that your future is already written. They are not the same thing. You have the choice of which direction you take your destiny in. More than engine-sucking Andor, certainly. But even he had a choice. So far, you've chosen to take the lighter path. Can you stay that course, even through the challenges ahead? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not here to judge you or tell you which path to take. I'm here ready to offer you my help, should you ask for it. I do that because I think it's important. More important than remaining in my home and pretending the galaxy doesn't exist. That's why I'm here. I'm rather glad I came too, really. You're a fine young lad. I hope things turn out well for you. Now then, I've chatted enough for one lifetime. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
The Republic fleet must have gotten the message I sent as we were crashing into that planet. I'm picking up the transmission from them now.
This is Admiral Thorn Dodonna to the Ebon Hawk. Do you read us?
Admiral Dodonna, this is Carth Onasi. We're receiving your transmission.
Carth, I'm glad to see you are still alive. We've begun our assault on the Star Forge, but we're taking heavy losses. How did the Sith ever manage to build something of this scope?
The Star Forge wasn't constructed by the Sith, Admiral. We don't have time for me to fully explain it, but that space station is far older than you can imagine.
Maybe we should pull the fleet back and retreat. I don't know if we have the firepower to go up against this alien technology.
You can't do that, Admiral. The Star Forge is a factory of immense power. It's been churning out the capital ships, snub fighters, and assault droids that have powered the Sith war effort. You have to destroy the Star Forge now, or you'll be fighting an unending wave of reinforcements.
Then I guess we have no choice. But it isn't going to be easy. I can't even get our capital ships into position to start bombarding the Star Forge. The Sith fleet is too well organized. It's like they can guess our every move and counter our every strategy.
It's because of Bastila, Admiral. She turned to the dark side and became Malak's apprentice. We suspect she's somewhere on that space station right now, using her battle meditation against you and your fleet.
This is Master Vandor. A number of Jedi Knights have joined our fleet under his command.
If Bastila is using her power to augment the Sith, then Malak's fleet is invincible. Our only hope is to somehow stop Bastila from using her battle meditation.
How can we do that if she's on the space station?
I will send a squadron of Jedi Knights to the Star Forge to find Bastila. Their small ships will be able to fly through the Sith blockade and dock on the space station. If they can find Bastila, they may be able to distract her attention from the battle overhead. That should allow you to move your capital ships into position for a final assault on the Star Forge itself.
I hate to ask this after all you've done, Carth, but the Jedi may need all the help they can get.
Don't worry, Admiral. The Ebon Hawk and her crew are gonna see this through to the end.
And may the Force be with you.
This looks like the end of our partnership. The battle we fight here will change the face of the galaxy. You, Revan, are the single greatest warrior of this age, and any battle we fight will bring me honor. I'll stay by your side through anything. I don't think I'm ready to give up this life of mine. This life of fighting. Not quite yet. We have things we need to do here. I'm your man until the end, whatever path you take.
You made it. Several Jedi have already gone ahead into the Starforge. We have to strike while we still have the element of surprise. If we don't stop Bastila from using her battle meditation, the entire Republic fleet will be wiped out. Come on, before they... Damn! So much for catching them unprepared. We'll deal with these Sith. You get into the Starforge and find Bastila. Hurry!
Yes?
Lord Malak, a team of Jedi have penetrated our defenses. Their fighters have landed on the Starforge.
This is not unexpected. The Jedi are formidable opponents. Send the Starforge's battle droids to deal with them.
Lord Malak, forgive me, but how can mere droids be a match for the Jedi?
You underestimate the power of the Starforge's droid army. Dispatch the droids.
Of course, Lord Malak. The Jedi have invaded the Starforge. Destroy them. Destroy them all.
Why have you disturbed me?
I have news, Lord Malak, about the Jedi.
The Jedi. Did my droids pass their test? Did they destroy our enemies?
No, Lord Malak. The droids could not stop them.
Strange. I did not think there were any among the Order who could survive an attack by an army of the Starforge's battle droids.
It was Revan, Lord Malak. Your old master is with the Jedi here on the Starforge.
Yes, that would explain why the droids failed. Revan was always strong in the Force. Very well. Send out all available troops, the apprentices as well.
Do you think they could stop Revan, Lord Malak?
Of course not. But they will slow Revan down. That will give me the time I need to fully prepare the Starforge's defenses. I am curious to see the true extent of this space station's capabilities. One as powerful as my old master will make an interesting test subject.
you summoned me. Without my battle meditation, there is a chance the Republic capital ships could break through and attack the Starforge itself.
This will not take long, Bastila. You will be able to resume your battle meditation soon enough. I only wanted you to know that Revan is here on the Starforge.
Revan? But...
The Force is bringing us towards a confrontation with my old master. The Starforge has drawn our enemies together, so they may all die in a single glorious day. You must kill Revan to prove yourself worthy of being my apprentice, Bastila. You must finish what began in the Rakatan Temple.
Yes, Lord Malak.
I sense your fear, Bastila, but it is unfounded. The power of the Starforge will feed the dark side within you. It will give you the strength you need to defeat my old master. Stay here in the command center while you use your battle meditation against the Republic fleet. Revan will find you here in due time. It is inevitable.
Of course, Master. I will not fail you again.
Perhaps you will triumph, Bastila. But even if you fail, it will give me the time I need to complete my preparations of the station's defenses. And then we shall see if Revan can stand against the full fury of the Starforge.
Revan, I knew you'd come for me. You're wasting your time. I've seen the Jedi for what they are, weak and afraid. The Sith are the true masters of the Force. You've forgotten that lesson, Revan. Now you must pay the price. Here on the Starforge, the power of the dark side is at its strongest. This time, you will not defeat me.
You cannot!
I see now why Malak followed you. Even though you're only a shell of your former self, you're still a formidable opponent. I can't even imagine the power you must have wielded when you were the Dark Lord. You were a fool to give it all up and follow the light side. The dark side has made me stronger than I ever was before. I have a greater command of the Force than all but the most powerful Jedi Masters. As Malak teaches me the greatest secrets of the Sith, I will unlock more of my potential. Eventually, there'll be no limit to what I can accomplish with the Force. Jedi propaganda. The dark side is only a tool, and Malak will train me in its use. Eventually, I will surpass my master and challenge him. If I am worthy, he will die by my hand. Then I will take on my own apprentice, and the cycle will begin again. This is the way of the Sith. It is how we assure our leaders are always the strongest and most worthy. No, Revan. It is you who are doomed. You're growing weary. I can sense it. Your strength falters. The light side is failing you while the power of the Starforge re-energizes me. Soon this will all be over. The dark side will always triumph over the light. Malak has assured me of victory. You can't defeat me here on the Starforge. You can't! This is not possible. You have rejected the dark side. You are a weak and pathetic servant of the light. How can you still stand against me? Why can't I defeat you? Yes, I see you speak the truth. I am no match for you. Please, for the sake of what we once shared, do not make me suffer. End my life quickly. There is no other way. What other choice do you have? I have fallen to the dark side. I am the apprentice to the Dark Lord himself. You cannot let me live. No, I am not strong enough. There is too much anger inside me now. Too much hatred and fear. I can no longer find peace in the Force. You always had more strength than I did. I told you that. I felt so helpless before your destiny. You were Revan and I couldn't tell you. It was agonizing. Even worse when I began to feel closer to you. I despised myself for it. And even now, I feel your strength. It does help me. Thank you. I think I can face the end now. If you were the one to end it for me. You love me. There was a time I yearned for, and yet dreaded to hear those words. I loved you too, but I could never face who you were. Malak knew how I felt. Any part of the light that was within me would be extinguished when I killed you. But what good is love? It cannot save me from the sea of blackness I am drowning in. I have betrayed everything I ever believed in. How can I atone for that? Yes, I could join you in your battle against the Dark Lord. That alone would not make up for all I have done. Yet it would be a step in the right direction. But how would you be able to trust me? How do you know I wouldn't turn on you when you faced Darth Malak? How do you know the dark side wouldn't make me betray you again? You play a dangerous game. Are you certain you wish to take this risk? I could end your life and gain Malak's favor with a single stroke of my lightsaber. You are brave, and some would say foolish. But you are also right. The dark side has not wholly consumed me. I cannot raise my blade against you. You will go on to defeat Malak. Of this I have little doubt. You will have gone from being the Sith Lord himself to the savior of our galaxy. And you said you loved me. This may not be the best time to say it, but I love you too, with all my heart. After this? No. Nothing could make me feel safer than to be loved by you. You should go. Malak awaits. This isn't over yet. For any of us. I should stay here, though. If we face Malak, I am afraid his dark presence will overwhelm me. It would not be wise to expose myself to such temptation. Yes, that would be for the best. You don't need me to defeat Malak anyway. Now I understand that a true Jedi is a match for any Sith, even the Dark Lord himself. I will stay here in this chamber and use my battle meditation to aid the Republic fleet. I am their only hope of destroying the Star Forge and ending the Sith menace. You must go and face Malak, but you have to hurry. Once I turn the battle in the Republic's favor, we won't have much time to escape the Star Forge before it's destroyed. Good luck, my love, and may the Force be with you.
There, a break in the Sith formations. Green Squadron, move in.
Green Squadron, moving in. Green Squadron's through. We've broken their lines.
Bastila is no longer using her battle meditation against us. The tide has turned.
Red Squadron, into the breach. Capital ships, reinforce their position. In disarray. Now's our chance. Infect Starforge with everything we've got.
I tire of this game, Revan. You have been a thorn in my side from the moment I seized the mantle of Dark Lord from your feeble grasp. You made a mistake coming here, Revan. The Star Forge fuels my command of the dark side. You are no match for me here, and this time you will not escape. Is that what you call it? You think stripping away your power and your identity was an act of mercy, Revan? I would rather die. Spoken like a true slave of the Jedi Code. Save your preaching, Revan. I will have none of it. You are an insignificant speck beneath my notice. I have surpassed you in every way and accomplished what you never could. I have unleashed the full potential of this Rakatan factory. You had no idea of the power within this place. Its very walls are alive with dark side energies. And now, my old master, I will let the Star Forge itself destroy you. done, Revan. I was certain the defenses of the Starforge would destroy you. But I see there is more of your own self in you than I expected. You are stronger than I thought. Stronger than you ever were during your reign as the Dark Lord. I did not think that was possible. I am tempted to try and capture you alive, Revan. Then I could break your will and bind you to me as my apprentice, as I did Bastila. You'll be a far greater asset to me than even Bastila and her battle meditation, if I could control you. But is it worth the risk? Perhaps you are too powerful to be my apprentice. I betrayed you when I realized my own strength was greater than yours. In time, you might try to do the same to me. No, Revan. This time our confrontation can only end in death. Yours or mine. Once again, we shall face each other in single combat, and the victor will decide the fate of the galaxy. You continue to amaze me, Revan. If only you had been the one to uncover the true power of the Starforge, you might have become truly invincible. But you were a fool. All you saw was an enormous factory. All you ever imagined was an infinite fleet rolling forth to crush the Republic. You're blind, Revan. Blind and stupid. The Starforge is more than just a space station. In some ways, it is like a living creature. It hungers, and it can feed on the dark side that is within all of us. Look around you, Revan. See the bodies? You should recognize them from the Academy. These are Jedi who fell when I attacked Dantooine. For all intents and purposes, dead, except for one difference. I have not let them become one with the Force. Instead, I have brought them here. The Starforge corrupts what remains of their power and transfers the dark taint to me. You cannot beat me, Revan. Not here on the Starforge. Not when I can draw upon the power of all these Jedi. And once you are beaten, I will do the same to you. You will be trapped in a terrible existence between life and death. Your power feeding me as I conquer the galaxy. Impossible. I cannot be beaten. I am the Dark Lord of the Sith. Still spouting the wisdom of the Jedi, I see. Maybe there is more truth in their code than I ever believed. I cannot help but wonder, Revan, what would have happened had our positions been reversed? What if fate had decreed I would be captured by the Jedi? Could I return to the light as you did? If you had not led me down the dark path in the first place, what destiny would I have found? I suppose you speak the truth. I alone must accept responsibility for my fate. I wanted to be master of the Sith and ruler of the galaxy, but that destiny was not mine, Revan. It might have been yours, perhaps, but never mine. And in the end, as the darkness takes me, I am nothing.
There you are! What happened?
I don't think anyone actually expected that he could be redeemed. I'm surprised you would even think of trying. There's no time to celebrate just yet. I was able to use my battle meditation to allow the Republic to break through the Sith fleet. The capital ships are in bombardment range.
And that means we all have to get out of here right now before this entire complex comes down around our ears. Everyone else is already on the ship. Let's move.
Admiral Dodonna, we've hit their main orbital stabilizers.
Everyone pull back. I don't want to lose any ships when that space station goes down. We did it, Vandar. The Sith are routed, and the Starforge destroyed.
But at what cost, Admiral? Where is the Ebon Hawk and her crew?
You made it. We couldn't let you start the victory party without us, Admiral.
I'm sending an honor guard to escort you in. You'll be getting a hero's welcome when we all get home.
You have defeated Malik, destroyed the Starforge, and broken the spirit of the Sith. For this, I am proud to present you each with the Cross of Glory, the highest honor the Republic can bestow. From Coruscant to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rims, you will be known as the saviors of the Republic.
On behalf of the Jedi Council, defenders of the galaxy, and sworn protectors of the Republic, I, too, would like to honor you for your actions. We Jedi now have another tale to weave into the grand history of our eternal order. The redemption of Revan, the prodigal knight. Wherever you go, you will be recognized as the saviors of the galaxy, the heroes of our age. But you must remain ever vigilant, for one day you may be called upon yet again to defend the glory of the Republic against the tyranny of the dark side. This is the destiny of the Jedi.